Hello everybody, Gisele Grenier here. This video is going to be something I've never done before, especially on camera. I was watching a YouTube video and, oh goodness gracious, what's the name of the creator? 49 Dragonflies. And what she did is she took something she found on Pinterest, and which was this tag, and then basically she created her own version of it. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do the same thing because I really like this. I like dragonflies, but I have none of the supplies that either artist has. And I'm going to link both the original and the remake in the description below if you wanted to try doing this challenge as well. So I'm going to be taking inspiration from this, and basically the premise of this video was how to get inspired and make it your own. Let's make a mixed media tag. The idea is when you're stuck for ideas is to go to Pinterest, get some inspiration, and then make something of your own. And so I'm not making a tag. I'm going to be making an art journal cover because I've got a few art journals that I'm making because it's just started January 2022 and I need to start the new stuff. So what I did is I took some scrapbook paper, glued them back to back, bent them, and then measured a cover for that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So what she did is she looked at the original design and just basically dissected it piece by piece. And although my piece will look nothing like this, I'm going to kind of go with the flow. You know, the vintage background, some stamps in the background. She did, I think, stenciling, but I'm going to do embossing. There's a stamp with the word. I'm going to use chipboard. The dragonfly is a stamp that's cut out. And I'm going to use an actual metal embellishment. I think she's got some type of brad here. I've got button brads, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use yet. You know, so she's got stuff. So I'm going to take the basic ideas from this and do the challenge. Basically do this challenge as well. So I'm going to pop that. Oh, hope that doesn't fall on my stand here. All right, so the first thing is I've got my basically my cardstock, and I'm going to go from beginning to end in case you guys want to do this. Supplies I'm going to cover at the end of the video because I have no idea what I'm going to be pulling out here, but I do have a few pieces. The first thing I did was when looking at this is that the focal point is this dragonfly. I don't have the same dragonfly, but what I do have is I've got these metal pieces, and the only little dragonfly I had was this one here, which was too tiny when looking at the size of this piece. And I thought, okay, well, I'll make it like a butterfly because the girl who redid this project, she also used a butterfly. And I'm thinking, no. But I remember I did an artist trading card with this. I ripped it off. I destroyed the artist trading card just to get this piece. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use that. And the other option was just change the focal point. Use a key or something. So that's what I'm going to do. And I just picked these up on Amazon. All right, so I'm going to use that. And then the actual words is use your wings. Okay. And I pulled out some stamps that I think I'm going to use. I've got some tickets, and I forgot about I had these stamps because I just took a quick look at this and kind of saw some of the, orientation. And I want to use some washi tape. So I think I might put some. I don't know, but like I said, I'll go through all the supplies at the very end. So the first thing I want to do, not going to use it that way, is I'm going to use a Decor Chalky Gesso, and I've got this here. And I'm going to gesso, the front's already gesso, but I'm going to gesso the back because depending on how I'm going to paint stuff, if I don't gesso it, it's going to get stuck in the cardboard. So I'm going to gesso it right now. That way it's not going to interfere with the drying time, because raw cardboard, it just sucks the heck out of paint like you wouldn't believe. All right, so I'm just going to quickly, because I'm going to collage something on the front, and because that's what she did. She used a tag that was already the same color, but I don't want to use a tag. I'm not into I tried doing some tags. It's not my thing. So I'm not going to bother with that. But what I want to do is I want to start using up some of all this scrapbooking paper that I've bought over the last 15, 20 years. And a lot of the stuff is so pretty, I never wanted to use it in case of ruining it. I know there's some of you guys out there that go through that same thing. Well, that ends today. All right. So let me just quickly get this started. And then what I have is I have a pad of very thin scrapbook paper. And I've got another thing. My go-to was going to go right to the Tim Holtz stuff, but no, I want to use this stuff. So these are just loose things from a pad. I don't know what pad it is, but there's some ugly yellows, some ugly pinks. And then I saw this and I thought, ooh, that's really pretty. Because in the actual original tag, it is a vintage color. So I thought that was really pretty. That, I love that. That's nice too. That's really pretty. So I'm looking at that color. Okay, so I'm looking at these. Okay, for color, I'm looking at something like this. Even that's not too bad. These are too dark. So I'm going to take these and put them aside. And this is going to be a bit of a longer video because I'm going through the entire process. Let me get that out of the way. Then this one here, this is Recollections. What the heck is this called? Paper pad. There's no name on it. I have no idea. But it's just like stuff. I don't know. But there's a bunch of, and these are thin. Which I thought would be perfect for the cover because the cover is cardboard. So just doing a quick flip through, coming through here. Ooh. And I'm looking, it's all like vintagey. That's too gray. And then I can always paint it. But I want to see first if there's something that I can use that's already done. So, I like that too. Ooh! That would have been great for a bumblebee. Okay, I'm pulling that out, putting it on the side because I think that just inspired me for another project. I love that. So go through. Ooh, butterfly. Could I do something from there? I know butterflies migrate, but do dragonflies do the same thing? I don't know. It might be a bit dark. So I'm just gonna go through. Oh, I like that. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And the goal. That's pretty. I wanted to get something a little bit lighter. That's pretty. The goal is basically to find something that's light enough that you can stain if it's not the right paper, and something that's not too dark. But if you do something dark, you can use it as is. Ha! How many sheets of that do I have? 2. Like I said, no planning on this. I'm just going right from scratch. I've used that one before. Okay, going to use the bricks. I really want to use this one though, but I want to save that for a bumblebee project. All right, so my choices are these, but I know that I want to do it almost like a tea stain, and I have my tea, but I don't think it's gonna be ready. So let's try this. If it doesn't work with the staining, then maybe what I'll do, maybe I'll go with one of these. This is terrifying, you know that? Doing experiments like this on camera, because what if my idea is if it doesn't work, it's not so much that it doesn't work, it's the hour or whatever time wasted doing this. I'm thinking it's not wasting, I'm learning something. That's I have to get that mindset, is when you're doing something, you're learning. Okay, so let's try and stain this. So I'm going to go straight onto the paper. No, not even close. I picked this tea. Oh, maybe it will be. Because it's ginger turmeric. And for those of you that know the color of turmeric, it's orange. Turmeric is orange, and that's why I picked this. I don't know if that's going to, doesn't look like it's going to stain all that well. Okay, so that's fine. I'll just use paint. Any guesses as to what color I'm going to use? Oh, see, this is what I was looking for. That. You know what? Let's pick all that up. And I'm going to hold that to dry. Yeah. And I'll use it for something else. Okay. It just wasn't strong enough. And I could have used 2 bags of tea, but this tea is so expensive. Like $7 for for 20 bags. All right, so transparent yellow iron oxide. And let's see, yellow light. Let's try these two. Transparent yellow iron oxide and Hansa yellow light. So I'm going to put one little puddle there. And about double the size on that one. Again, I'm going to call all the supplies at the end. And I'm going to add a lot of water. Take a palette knife. If you have a little watercolor like palette with those little wells, that would be a much better idea. So I want to get this fluid enough, almost like ink, almost like this stuff here. And transparent yellow iron oxide is already transparent, so although it's going to work well for the transparency, it's still quite thick. Yes, I could have used watercolors, but... Oh, and I just realized that I have Decor Traditions watercolor medium that I can convert any acrylic paint to watercolors. But I want this to be permanent. I don't want it to be water soluble. Okay. But I do want this to, I want to make sure this is fully transparent. And I'm going to get some 70% alcohol. I have it in a little squeezy bottle here. And I'm going to have that handy. All right, so I'm going to wet that. And let's just dip, dip, and dip. And put a bit more water in there. Now, how big does this need to be? Oh, I forgot to measure that. Ooh, right to the very edge. Wow, okay. All right. See, the problem with paper is it just sucks right in. Okay, I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol. Drip that on there. Now we have to let it dry. That sucks, the drying time. But what I should have done with this was I should have gessoed the back so the paint wouldn't soak through. And if I blow dry this, you know what? Well, let's try. If I dry this, am I going to lose these dots? No, the dots are actually staying. And I don't like to use the heat gun when I've used rubbing alcohol because you know what happens with heat and alcohol? Kapoof! But yeah, it's gone through. That's going to take a while to dry. Let's do this. Yeah, I should have gessoed the back. Okay, well, lesson learned. Write it down. That's an interesting color. So what's happening is that the gray of the paper is neutralizing everything. The vibrancy of the transparent yellow iron oxide and even the Hansa yellow. We still have some dots in there. Okay, so that's what we have. But still quite wet. So while I'm here, whoopsie, let's gesso this now. It's a little late. It's a little late, but let's gesso this now. You know, and I know better. I know to put gesso on this. Let me take that. And yes, I could have also collaged it first. What I just did now was I just pulled off the excess. So I didn't want to throw it away. Okay, let's dry that. This is so outside my comfort zone. Holy crap. All right. So let's try this now. Not going to wet this paper first. I'm going to go right in here. Okay, and then go in here. Let's move that around. Trying to get the whole thing. That's interesting. Come on. Okay, let's try that. Oh, wait. Wait. I want to try this a different way. So paper towel, one swipe, lift it up. Did it retain any of the rubbing alcohol? Nope. I did get a different pattern though. Okay, now dry this. I like that. See how much faster it's drying? And there's nothing going through. And you know what? This can be done with any scrapbook paper. It doesn't matter. I like that pattern. And I guess you can stop, keep going. Doesn't matter. I would have liked to ideally go to let this dry naturally. Okay. Let's just pick up a bit more and then I'm going to clean this up. All right. Now, what would be cool, I don't want to use these because of the mess these make. Okay, then I have to go into my garbage upside down and clean that. And I can pretty well guarantee this is still going to clog. These are permanent. They're not water soluble. I love these, but they always clog. So that's the Decor Medium Mister Primer Yellow. I'm going to put that over there so I can cover that. Okay. And I want to do the same thing with white, which is a shimmer mister. Come on. That's going to leave a nice little shimmer on the piece. Okay, so that's that. Let's get some dripping going on. Okay, I'm going to let that sit and dry. That's probably going to take about a half an hour or so. And let's see, what's next? Next, I think is going to be stamping. I lied. Collage is next. Now, one thing I did do is I patted up some of the excess. And I don't know if this was stuck on the paper towel or if that was the paper that pulled up. But there's little white flecks here. But that's fine. So, smooth side. And I want to find the nice... I like that. I like that area. That's going to be covered though, so let's put it here. Okay. So, like that. Okay, Decor Medium Matte Medium. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm going to put it on both sides. On the cover and on the paper. Now, second lesson learned. So the first one was gessoing the back of this first. And now I'm thinking, should have just collaged this right from the get-go. The only thing is that if it didn't work, I would have to gesso it over and blah, blah, blah. I'd lose the brickwork. This way I could have just gone to another piece of cardstock or the other sheet and just do it again. My idea is don't trash something because it doesn't work out. Just make it work. I'm going to go to the very edge. Minimize cutting. Okay. And I'm going to wrap that right around. I'm going to cut this part though, but wrap this one right around. Because I'll make that work in on the back cover. Go. And normally I would wait for this to dry. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Nice. Okay, I don't think I need to do this, but just putting a little bit on the edge. Where's my... Nope. Okay, come on, where is that? Of course, when I need it, I don't have it. See, this is why I was thinking too, collaging first. Now I have an air bubble here, which doesn't really matter. Go. Okay, let me just quickly dry the back of this. It doesn't matter what this looks like because it's just going to be made into something else. All right. So I'm going to do a bit of stamping now. So if I, look at this, and it looks like she's got some script stamp here, and it looks like some travel stuff here. So I'm going to go into my stamp box and see what I have that I can pull out. I know that I've got these here, so I'm thinking maybe this down here, and I've got these little circle ones to represent these two here. So I'm going to go into my stamp box and see what else I can pull for all this here. I think what I want to do first, I think I want to darken this a little bit before I do the stamping. And I was thinking about doing the stamping, then doing the antique, like making it a little bit darker first. But no. So I'm going to use transparent red iron oxide, and I just want to darken the edge a little bit. And bear with me for a sec. My little, all my cosmetic sponges are drying. Okay, get that out of the way. Okay, I do admit that this works out so much easier than using a cosmetic sponge because it's even. Yeah. I'm going to deepen this part here a little bit. Yeah, looking at the original tag, just for basic composition, leaving it lighter here. There's that flipping air bubble. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Pick up the rest. Okay, nice. Should have enough on there. I'm going to do the edges after the fact, but just... Okay, that's going to go in water. And hopefully the other ones will be dry by the time I'm finished. Okay, so I put that there. All right. Which is the... You know what? I think I'm going to... This was going to be the top left. I think I'm going to make this one the inside because this is where the binding is going to be. So this is going to be stronger. So I'm going to leave it on this side. All right. So for the text stamps, like I go to this, I absolutely love this. And from looking at the original tag, and you guys have the link, so I'm not going to keep bringing the tablet because it'll just make the video 10 times longer. So she's got, looks like she's got some stamping here and some stamping here. So I'm going to grab my StazOn and I'm going to sew a tag here. Oh, it's upside down. It's upside down. Doesn't matter. And there's some circles. I'm going to put a little globe here. And let me just get the dragonfly. Now her dragonfly is off. I'm going to put it right there. And then she's got the other circle underneath the tail. So I'm going to do that. That's pretty good. And there's, oh, seriously, come on. Okay, I'm going to have to change the packaging on this because it's always sticking. I like this little one too. I like that. I like the ghosting. All right, that takes care of that. Now for the text, I think I want to try doing this instead. Like I said, it's not going to be exactly the same. Oh, yes. Nice. Nice. Yep. And there's another one there. I'm going to use this one. I don't have a huge abundance of stamps, so that's why I'm always using the same stuff over and over and over again, because I don't have a lot. Nice. Okay, let me do this one. This actually works out quite lovely. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that worked out nice. And put that back. Yes, I should be cleaning that. I'll just get that in there, put that aside, and clean it after. I think that's it. She has a big gear here, which I don't have. So, and then now what she's got here is, in the original, there's little diamonds of what looks like it's embossing. In the remake, she does it with I think stenciling, and I'm going to do it with stamping. Now, this is what I would have used if I could get the Versamark stamp in this, but I don't, or the Versamark stamp pad in this. I don't think it's going to work. So what I thought I would do instead, I've always wanted to use these for that, is I'm going to use these ones. I love this. And which one? Let's just take these off so we can see. These are, I love, these are all really grungy. So I figure I could do this one here. That's what I love when they give you these pieces. I could do something like this. Or I could do this. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's going to be beautiful. Oh, I like that. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one here and then this one here. All right, so let's, okay, I have to do it. I guess I can do it in there. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping. Let me get paper for the embossing powder. Not an expert at this in any means. Shh. Okay, how do I want to do that? Right about there. There. And let's just put that there. And right there. Okay. I'm going to grab this whole thing, move it to the side, close that off. And this is the Recollections. Let's see, Pearl Embossing Powder. It's called Raspberry, because the original video, it is in red. Oh, look how old this stuff is. Wow. I hope this works. I think of how far I went. Holy moly. I don't know if this is what you're supposed to do. that worked. And I have a sneeze coming on. Move that over there. Close that. And clean before embossing, because I'm not an expert at this, but I know what's going to happen is that this will get stuck right in there. Oh, while that sits for a sec, if you get stuck with your no stick mat, because stuff does stick on that and it doesn't come off, rubbing alcohol, just make sure you don't inhale the fumes and it comes clean. I keep forgetting. This is why you have to keep cleaning your mat after every drawing session, because it just build up and build up. Now I'm going to get a close-up of this. Let's see how far close I can get so you can see the effect. Hopefully that's in focus. Hope this stuff works because it is old. Oh, you know what? It doesn't look like it's working. There it goes. Wow. Okay, that's beautiful, but this is way too much heat. Yeah, so this stuff is old. I'm going to have to get rid of it probably. The paper's bubbling up. Let's see if I can pull that back a bit. No, it's not hot enough. Okay, that's quick, quick, quick. Yeah. Oh well. Oops. Okay. But yeah, the paper will flatten down, but yeah. Okay, so let me just take a paper towel, wipe off any excess. Okay, I was hoping for a matte finish, but yeah, that's what we got. All right. I don't like anything shiny like this when I'm doing these pieces. Yeah, I just want to let that cool off for a second. All right, so okay, so yeah, that's gonna go in the garbage. Well, maybe it would have been okay if I didn't glue this down. I don't know, but that was an awful lot of heat. And normally it doesn't require that much heat, so maybe I'll try it with something else to see if that fixes it. Okay. Okay, starting off in the original and in the remake, she's got 3 brads here. So I pulled out these brads. I thought they're too black. They attract way too much attention. Mind you, they do pull in some of the black from this. And I thought, okay, well, what about eyelets? So I've got silver and I've got gold. I'm not a gold person, but with the idea that I want to, where'd that go? At the top, she's got a tag there, field label, and then she's got something else inside that you can put numbers, you can put whatever. I mean, I could put a little thing there, but I thought I saw this, which is like a moth. Okay, so I kind of like that, because this collection here is, again, this is, I don't know what this is from. I don't know if it's Tim Holtz or just stuff on, I mean, it's like a botanical thing with some really nice things here. So, and they're tiny. Oh, hang on. Field notes snippets. It is Tim. Some of it is Tim Holtz. So I'll put that in there. Okay. Then I thought, okay, well, if that's going to be brown, the gold is probably going to be better. So I'm going to take these away. And I've got these eyelets. And if you guys have a Princess Auto, that's around you. That's where I got these. Like 500 for like 500 for $4.99 or some silly price. So I'm going to put that there. Okay. And then where did it go? That's what I was going to use here, and I'm wondering if that's a little small. I'm thinking that's that's the basic composition. I'm wondering if that's a little small. And I went through my larger stash to see if there was something in here. No. And then, so I've got these beautiful chipboard things here. I make this like a field journal, documented. Wonder if that's a little, I think it's a little large. That competes with that. Ooh. Oh, noted. That's no good. It's not a field noted. Is there something with field notes? Something with field notes. Ah! But I still think this is too big. I still think that's too big. It competes with this, so maybe I'll just stick with that. I would like to have used something where so use that field notes, but something smaller. Stay Curious is nice. I like that one. But Use Your Wings is kind of nice too. Okay, so let's put those away. So I'm going to use the original thing. In hers, the remake is The Journey, Not the Arrival Matters, which is also a beautiful, beautiful quote. Okay. I like this one too. Listen to Your Heart. That's a heart song, isn't it? Listen to Your Heart. Nancy and Ann Wilson, Listen to Your... No, it's not. Roxette? No, it's not. Oh, come on. Listen to Your Heart. Maybe it is Heart. Oh, okay. Well, anybody who knows, let me know. So put that there. Okay, so I'm kind of liking where this is going. Now, in the original... Oh, the remake, she's got something stamped here. Do I have something that I can use for a stamp? That's tiny, tiny. Tiny, tiny. Not words, but I've got these little scritchy scratchies. How about that? Is that this thing here? I've got two. What is this? Yeah, that's what it is. This one here. Okay. And I'm going to stamp it now because once I put these in, I won't be able to. You know what? This is so hard. I hope you guys aren't bored to death. I hope you guys aren't bored to death. Put that right here. Okay. This is hard. Move that to the side. And now I'm gonna let me edge those first while I'm here. Now she's got this okay, now do I have it? Yes, I do. She's got this tool that she's using. It's a makeup tool, because if you buy it as an art tool, then you're going to pay a flippin' fortune for it. It's massive. It's these things here. Okay, I got these at the dollar store. So let's see what I can do. Well, let me pull them both out. She's using Distress Oxide, and I'm going to. Oh, not going to use Distress Oxide. Let's see if I can. This thing was all the ink had pooled to one side. I must have had this on an angle. Let's see what I can do. Whoa. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing the whole thing. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay. Let me get a close-up of that. Whoopsie, sorry. Oh, is that ever soft? Except like my first time here. That is really pretty. Very, very soft. Okay, so it works great for bringing stuff that's from the outside. Oh, you didn't even see inside. And yeah. Wonder if I should do that one black. I think this one might be better black, but what I want to do, there we go. I lost the dragonfly, or the bug that was in there. And because I didn't put matte medium on it first, I can't wipe it off. How about that? That's kind of neat. Let's just age that a little bit. So knowing what I know now, I'd probably come in, I matte medium on this, and a transparent red iron oxide. Not a fan of that stamp. And I better put that in water because I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to use the StazOn. Don't need the, oh, well, maybe I need these. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. Put that aside. I want to pull some of the black in from the other part of the design. It's too bad about this one. I really like that one. There's some really interesting things in here. Oh, look at that. There's really cool stuff in there. Okay, put that aside. If I was doing this on my own, I would just explore even more. And I know I have scrapbook paper with all this stuff. I would just explore that a little bit more. Let me back that out. Okay. All right, so let's go here. And so I'm thinking, okay, that, there. Okay, she's got the brads here, that there, and that there. Okay, so let's, you know what I want to do with this? I want to staple it. I got this baby stapler at the dollar store. No, let's go on an angle. I like that. Too bad I couldn't colorize the staples, but I probably could. And I'm going to put that on after. Oh, I hate doing this. Oh. Because this isn't deep enough. Or is it? I hate doing these. I have to measure. Are these the little ones or the big ones? Oh, Okay, I'm going to start there as my measure. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to get my head in the way. There and there. Yes, I should have measured with a ruler. No, I didn't. That's not too bad. Okay, where am I here? I gotta turn this to the right one. Gotta make sure I do this right. I'm always doing these wrong. Okay. Oh, I don't have the strength for this anymore. Oh, Joe. Sorry, I make all those noises. Oh yeah, that's really off. It's not too bad. Okay, is there a machine that I can... Oh my god. Is there a machine that can... I could just... Hydraulic? Just push that down? Oh. Okay. I'll better put those stamps over there as the stuff I have to show you. Okay. Okay, so now we just glue, glue, glue. Let's just do the other side again. I know I shouldn't be doing it this way, but you know what? My design, my rules. Okay. This now I'm thinking, because this is so thick, I would like to have used Gorilla Glue on this. I don't think I have any. No, I don't. But yeah, so I'm gonna put the glue right there, and then put that right there. I actually could have stapled that right through to the other side of the paper, but I didn't know how it was going to affect it. Okay, because this is so heavy, it's going to take the longest to dry. I'm going to put this on at the very end. And same thing with this. So let me think. I want to edge this full piece now. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Decor Media liquid glass, and I'm going to put that on there just to get it started. And of course it's dry. Oh, I am just not having a good day. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit to tack up. And this as well. No, that I can actually do at the very end. So that I want to tack up a little bit. And because the dragonfly is smaller than what I was expecting, I want to do a little bit more scripty stuff. And it's nothing fancy. But what I'm going to do, where's my paper? Oh, paper. It doesn't really matter what paper you used. What do I want to take? Just want to get something. I'll just use this one here. Off stamp and then go on. Yeah. Okay, I just wanted the one under here to be really light. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, it's gonna go over there. There. Edging this. Oh, let me just dry that ink first. And there's something else else did I want to show you? Where is it? I'm not going to do these, but something else I want to do. Do you want to etch that with black? Yeah, let me just do black. Yeah. No. Phthalo blue. Quinacridone burnt orange. I'm going to make a chromatic black. I don't want it to be harsh. That's why I love using acrylics for this. Okay, start off with equal parts. Now, phthalo blue is synthetic paint. It's super powerful. And the quinacridone burnt orange is PR 206, so it's more on the red side, where phthalo blue is more on the green side. So naturally, they're going to neutralize each other. The blue should remain prominent. Okay, that's a little bit too blue. So I would say double the quinacridone burnt orange. That's better. Now you guys can't see what this makes, so I'll put it on a card. And for those of you that have been know how I do this, when you're testing out a dark color, all you have to do is take a little bit of white and add it to the dark to see the true underlying color. And look at that beautiful gray. Look at that. It's a little bit more on the blue side. Look at that. Look at that little hint of violet it looks like. Okay, so that's how you test out the colors. But for this, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I have no more felt pads. Oh, son of a gun. Son of a gun. I thought I did. Oh. Oh, I have one more. Time to go to the dollar store for some felt. That I'm going to put into a little bottle. Now, if you really wanted to get creative, what you could do is, if you put matte medium all over this, dilute that into some like really inky, and then pour it on the edges and tilt it, dry it, and then you could create this edging. In just a little bit more. What would it look like if I went over the... Ah, interesting. See what it does? That is kind of neat. See, it just takes experiments. Now, what I don't have on this, I don't have matte medium, so if I muck this up, I can't fix it. Look at that. Can I fix it? Yeah, there's still time. Just gonna lighten that up a little bit. I think I want to put another, that stamp, I want to bring that up a little bit more. The eyelets. Oopsie. I've got a glare here. See, I've got doing this with paint, which is why I can wipe that up. If the paint cures, then you're stuck. Nice. Okay, dry that. The corners are always by nature. Do that so. Oh, need water. All right. So I can get rid of that. Don't need that. Man, this is flipping hard. It's not hard to do. What's hard is doing it on camera because it's taking me so long. It's taking me so long. I've never done this type of thing before. There we go. Makes it cohesive. I have to I have to organize those stamps again. All right, so let's glue this down. You can use matte medium if you want as well. I'm going to put a little bit more here. Pop dot would work as well because I have to make that even because of the staple. Now what I should have done was I should have flattened that out with my little mallet. Come on. So I'll make that thicker here. Let me just hold that upside down. So it'll be three-dimensional. Okay. And you. And you. You have to make sure there's room for the binding. I'm thinking right about here, where it's also touching. And yeah, there's going to be some glue underneath. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Here we go. All right. So there we are. So at this point, I mean, that's it. And what I want to do is when I finish the other side, I'm going to use alcohol ink to change the color on these because they're too bright. But I'm going to put, I should have showed you this first, little corner pieces and then crimp them with pliers. But I'll do that when the other side is finished, because I put a little bit of glue on that as well. I think I'm going to have to put something on that to hold that down. Yeah, I'm going to have to put something on that to hold that down. It keeps tilting. Okay, not my favorite embellishment, but it'll do. Yeah, so then from here, I mean, you can add other little doodads. I mean, I've got in the thing that I have here. It'll be too much, but I've got where did it go? I thought I had another little dragonfly in here. No, they're all butterflies and bugs. I mean, you could add little things like this This one's really 3D. I mean, you could do stuff like that. Oh, actually, that doesn't look bad. But I don't like that there's holes in them. So if I take ones that are actually... These are all for jewelry. Jewelry and charms. Yeah, not a fan of the holes, but... That one's pretty too, but that's too big. That's a ugly one. What was the other one that I used? Was it this one? That actually looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Oh, come on. The glue is going to really show up through that one. What else have I got? Oh, there's the other little dragonfly. Yeah. That's too big. Yeah, that's too big. Okay. There we go. Oh, man, oh man. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to do this again. Oh, you know what? That's a wussy thing to say. Here I am encouraging you guys to try new stuff, and I'm exhausted doing this one. Okay, I'm going to put this aside. Put all that over there. Show you to go through what I'm going to use. Let me clean this up. Go over what I've learned from this, and then go over the supplies, everything I actually ended up using, and then we'll call it a day. All right, so let's go over everything. I'm going to start from the top, and I'm just going to push everything down. So for the stamps, I use a StazOn Jet Black and the Versamark water stamp for the embossing. And I used a tag stamp, which is from who? Doesn't matter. 7 Gypsies. And then 2 little travel stamps. These I got all at Walmart. I think it was, not Walmart, Michael's. Recollection Pearl Embossing Powder. Not happy with how this performed because I had to use like more than normal heat on that. Baby stapler from the dollar store. Water mister, 70% rubbing alcohol. This I didn't use that, but I will end up using it. It's, corner pieces, metal book covers from Amazon. Doesn't matter. The metal embellishments of dragonfly and some butterflies. Eyelets in gold. And then what is this? The We Are Memory Keepers punch. Okay, hurt my hands like the Dickens. Little cosmetic brush. You don't have to use that. The Tim Holtz. Yeah, Tim Holtz applicator, but you can use a cosmetic sponge. The brown ink pad. Not happy with that, so that's probably going to end up going bye-bye. Decor Chalky Gesso White for priming. Decor Matte Media for collaging. The Decor Media Shimmer Mister White Primary Yellow for the accents at the end. And the Decor Media Fluid Acrylics Transparent Yellow Iron Oxide, Hansa Yellow Light, Transparent Red Iron Oxide, Phthalo Blue, and Cornacodome Burnt Orange. And then the Decor Media Liquid Glass as the glue, which I am going to end up probably going to the Gorilla Glue because the metal embellishment is just too heavy. And then, oh my goodness, all these stamps here. Again, these are all from Amazon. I have no idea. I just randomly went and saw stamps that I liked and just picked them up. So that one, and then just something for random script, and then the Stampendous. This is grunge something, Kling Grunge Script. That's what that one is. So that's that. I have to do some cleanup here. All right, takes care of that. Now, oh, whoa, Jesus. It fell. It fell. Oh my goodness. And I also used, this is Tim Holtz. What are these? These are chipboard wordy thingies, and then some little botanical ephemera. And I have it here as a Tim Holtz field note snippets, but I know there's 2 other things in here which are not related to Tim Holtz stuff. And, oh, look at that. Specimen. Love that. Okay, so that's that. And, okay, so what did I learn? Well, I learned that when working, when using cheap scrapbooking paper, gesso the back, which is this one here. So gesso the back, like this stuff is much thicker. This one was really thin. Gesso the back before painting, so the paint doesn't seep all the way through. But now if I had to do it again, I would collage the paper directly to the cardstock. End of. Because I don't do a lot of embossing, I probably will do this now. Test the embossing powders I have before using, because this one here, the heat was, I had to really make it like unusually hot. And then what happened is that the paper bubbled up. And now there's a big line here. Let's see if I can break that up. Yeah, let's do that. There's a, I had to really use a lot of heat for that. That's just, there we go. See? Solved. And when using the liquid glass, use something that doesn't have so much, like, what do they call it? Filigree stuff, like dainty stuff, because otherwise the glue will show through. There was something else that I learned and I can't remember. Oh, matte medium before staining, because the way I did this one here, too much, and because it was right on paper, and I know better, because it went directly on paper, I wasn't able to fix it, but I put something on top, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, matte medium first for me for painting. And then with the staple, what I should have done, once I stapled it, I should have turned over to the back, use a mallet to flatten the staple, because when putting it on, the staple actually made the paper flop. So I put a lot more liquid glass here to kind of balance it out. Or I could have used a pop dot. Measure this out a little bit better. It's not too bad. I mean, it is off a smidgen. Not going to worry about it. And then remember when I was edging this here as well with the phthalo blue and quinacridone burnt orange, and it got a little dark. Matte medium first, then edge it. It's different if you're using the distressed oxides because they're water soluble. Okay, but with this one here, I had to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to pull it off, and sometimes that can pull off too much. So anyway, so there you go, you guys. I hope that you like this and that you'll try your own version of this. And it doesn't have to be a journal cover. It can be just a journal page, or make it into an artist trading card, or a tag, or whatever it is that you want to make it. So there we go. So now I know that whenever I would do on the other side, look at that, the white shows. I like that. So I'm going to have to make sure that on the back cover, that I make sure that there's white paper on there. I love that look. So that's going to end up being the journal. Now, I'm not binding it until the very end, because if it's bound, I won't be able to paint the edges, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing with these. This is really cheap. I tried to do something thick, make these thick, and I may end up collaging them again, because these won't be able to do too much with this. So we'll see. But now that I have that, I have the inside front cover still to do, and I have the back cover. The back cover will be flat. There won't be any heavy embellishments on this one. So I hope that you join me. So far I've got I think 4 journals made. So I hope that you join me on that. That's going to be my thing for this year, is to work bigger than artist trading cards. I'm still going to continue to do artist trading cards, but is to basically take artist trading card designs and then show you how to make them into something much bigger. In theory, it's easy. You just make it a bigger size. But some of you have contacted me that you're having some trouble visualizing an artist trading card into a bigger piece. So that's what I'm going to do, is to do those. And then from there, even give you other ideas. Once you go to something like this, then you can go to a canvas. Okay, and the whole thing with that is that if you really like what you're doing, like if you love doing a certain kind of artwork and you're comfortable doing it bigger, like on a canvas, then you can sell them and feed your habit of buying art supplies that you'll never use. That was me for 12, 13 years. Anyways, that's it, you guys. If you create something based on this idea, please share it on social and then send me a link so I can take a look at it. And I also I put the information below with the original artist for the tag and then the artist that did the remake. Please check their videos out and their Pinterest feed. Beautiful artwork. And this is probably one of the hardest things I had to do by doing a rendition of somebody else's artwork on camera. And I know it took a long time, but thank you for being with me. And until I see you in the next lesson, stay inspired.